This the TempahZone podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you listening to this podcast right here, ladies and gentlemen. We were off last week. I'm sorry about that. Your boy busy out here, man, making music and stuff. You know, it gets busy. But anyway, it is episode 32 of the TempahZone podcast with your host, me, Amir Max, and that's all facts. And ladies and gentlemen, my special guest today is a producer, all right? A producer, okay? So make sure you put respect on my homie's name. His beats are fire, and I love having producers on because y'all have such a unique outlook on music, you know, more so than I feel like the writers do, you know what I mean? Y'all creating the beats, man. I got 009 McFly in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, dog?
Real good, bro. Thanks for having me on here.
Brother up, man. Yeah, dude, it's a lot. We were talking about this for a while now, you know what I mean? So
you really got to plan ahead for what you want to do.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to wait a little longer.
Exactly, man. We finally getting it cracking, you know, just right before June starts, you know what I mean? So I'm really glad to have you on, man.
For sure. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. So I got to ask you, man, start off, like, how did you get that name 009 McFly, man? Like, how did that start off? Because that is a dope title. Like, anybody named 009 McFly, I'm gonna tune into what they doing, yo. I'm just based off the name, like, okay, like.
Word. All right, so boom, right? I was born in California. I'm from California. I still got ties out there.
Okay.
On the West Coast.
What part?
Oakland.
Okay.
Oakland, so that's the north side.
Yeah, definitely.
So for the most of my childhood living out there, I stayed on 52nd Street, and I was on the 900 block of Market Street. So you know what I mean, I just flipped it backwards. So it's like you never forget where you come from. You know what I mean? It's in everything I do.
Okay.
So you know what I mean, I got it tatted, like I'm saying, the 5, like
yeah,
Oakland for real.
That's real representing right there. You get tatted
man.
on you, man.
Never forget where you come from.
For sure, man.
And the McFly part, well, I was always into Back to the Future, and I was always into fashion and just, you know, expressing myself through clothes. So I'm a fly cat. You know
Yeah.
Had to do that.
Nah, man, yeah, just something little on him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, something unique.
Yeah, it's very unique, man. I mean, when I first heard the name, I was thinking like James Bond, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, like 007, 009.
I definitely get inspiration from him, you know. I love the movies, the series.
Yeah, man, because, like, you know, James Bond is just a badass, you know what I mean?
Super smooth.
Yeah,
man.
super smooth with it, can talk to any girl, you know, he's, you know, solving everything, you know what I mean?
His suit's still crisp at the end of the day.
Yeah, he gets no stains on it. Like, he just somehow is able to walk out of that, man. So, yeah, no, that's dope, man. Take your inspirations and, like, just putting it together like that too. So yeah, man. Well, what movie do you like more? You like the James Bond movies or do you like the Back to the Future movies?
Oh, James Bond for sure.
James Bond, yeah.
Back to the Future is like a little cool little family movie. You watch it every couple of years. You know, but James Bond, like, you can see the progression from like the 60s versions to like the ones that came out now. You see the different actors, the different type of style of film that was in that time. It goes deep.
Yeah, I mean? No, you're right, man. I've always been a fan of 007 movies too. Like, I don't really be watching movies like that, you know. So like, but anything
you come across a good movie.
Yeah, when I come across a good movie though, like I tune in onto it. So like, I'm always in tune to the anything with 007, man. So hell yeah, man. That's really cool. The origin behind the name, man. It's got substance.
Everything got meaning, man.
Yeah, you gotta, like, that's really important. Like, whatever stage name you take on, no matter what you're doing, like, have some meaning behind it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, don't just have something that sounds what you want to be perceived as. You know what I mean? Like,
because ultimately people gonna have their own name and how they see you. You know what I mean? So what you called is like how you feel yourself versus how the world perceives you. And if it don't add up, then
yeah, exactly. Yes. It's gonna clash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel you on that, man. I want to ask you about you know, how you started making beats, man, because, you know, it sounds like you've got a lot of experience with it, man. When was the first time you started working with a DAW? Like, when did that all come about?
So I had a Mac desktop in high school. I still have it, and you know, I had GarageBand. Really, that just came from being around the older homies. You know what I mean? Going to the crib, they be making beats, they be rapping or whatever. And after a minute, it's like, that shit cool. Like, I'm always watching them. All right, let me try it. So I was on GarageBand that was a couple summers ago. You know what I mean? So I'm really still a rookie at this.
Oh, okay.
But
wow,
I learned quick, I guess.
Wow, yeah, you learn quick, man. Holy shit, bro. Like, I've been making beats for like since I was like 16, and I still feel like, you know, there's so many people who just, you know, shot past me. Now, you know, I wasn't like, you know, fully, you know, focused on it like that, where it's like, okay, all I'm doing is producing, you know what I mean? So I never really focused on it like I should. But the fact you started in the summer and like you're already
couple summers, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's really crazy. Like it shows your dedication to it, you know what I mean? Like you really want to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like no one's forcing you no one's forcing you to do this, you know what I mean? Like it's all about that passion, man. So that's really dope, man.
So I use Fruity Loops now.
Okay, yeah, I was just about to ask, what you using right now? Okay,
yeah, Fruity Loops. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to my friends that. Oh damn, I'm about to say too much, but. Shout out to Fruity Loops. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Were you ever using the free version? I feel like a lot of people start with Fruity Loops. They use the free version, and then they like work their way to it.
We use the Fruity Loops.
All right. Yeah, no. I got you. I understand. Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, you know, especially when you hang out with different people, they use different programs and stuff. So, like my man's over there, he used like Pro Tools and stuff because he's engineer. And yeah, you can make beats on those programs, but you try things and it's like Fruity Loops is real comfortable. It's easy.
Yeah, Fruity Loops is a lot easier than Pro Tools, man. Yeah, Pro Tools that's like, you know, like for video, like the top of the line is Adobe Premiere. Like if you're making, you can make a full length movie on that thing. You know what I'm saying? But Pro Tools is the same thing. Like you can make the most high quality content album like on that. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't get any better than Pro Tools. So like there's levels to get into that. But yeah, making beats on Pro Tools, that's something like. Like you gotta know your shit to do that. You
Truthfully,
know what I mean?
that was like the first thing that came to my head. But like again, like Ableton, like I've tried Ableton. It's alright.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Logic.
Yeah, that's my thing, man. Logic. Yeah, I'm big on Logic, man. I've been using that the whole time. I want to switch it up and use Machine though.
Oh yeah, bro. That software's sick.
Yeah, I feel like Machine. Everyone, like all the people I see using it, they just be making some crazy ass beats on it. You know what I mean?
It's a hell of a value because when you buy the tab, when you buy the pads and stuff, it comes with built-in software.
Ah, okay.
So it's like you're already spending like $1,000 on the piece itself, and then when it comes, all you gotta do is plug and play, and it comes with its own.
So it's everything like it's kind of.
Of course, you're gonna learn how to use it, right?
Exactly, yeah, and I feel like I feel like there's plugins on it and certain things that are in Machine that people just pick out of it and put on their own DAW. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so I feel like that's part of the reason why I want to get it, because it's like, okay, if it has some of the best things for, you know, a good sounding kick or like a heavier bass, I might as well just get the whole thing, you know, have everything I already need, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of part of the reason I want to transfer over to Machine. But in time, I'm still like, you know, doing my thing with Logic. I'm able to, you know, come out with some pretty good beats, I'd say, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
You can't rush the process. You move when you're ready to move.
Exactly. You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and in time, I wanna get to use a Machine, man. We'll get our way there eventually, man. But yeah. So who are your when it comes to like producers in the game? Like, who are some people you're taking notes from? You're like, yeah, like that's the guy right there. Like, I want to get my sound like.
Okay. I've listened to a lot of music, been exposed to a lot of music from a young age. So. You know, a part of this conversation is the producers, so I'll name a few, and then the other half is like the vibes that certain genres of music provide.
Yeah, for sure.
You know I mean? Sometimes you can't place it, especially with live instrumentation and stuff like that.
Nah, definitely, man, definitely.
So, as far as producers, Sunny Digital.
Sunny Digital.
Big shout out to TM88, because I feel like him and a few others were really the type of producers to bring new pop and rock type of vibes, you know, those electric new beats and stuff like that.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of blanking right now, but
no biggie.
Oh, Clams Casino. That
guy.
That guy's a genius.
Does he has more of that like a 90s style to his vibe?
Ambiance.
Yeah.
Sampled, like you can hear like birds chirping in his beats.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
but he just makes it sound so smooth. It's a vibe. You can study to it. You can drive to it. You know. So you know, just those are the type of things I get inspired by.
Nah, definitely, because
just everything.
Yeah, for sure, man. And like, you know, you got the big names out there like Metro Boomin, Mike Will, DJ Mustard. You know, like, and I think we're at a time right now in hip hop where, you know, it's always it's always been this way where the producer gets, their shine, like, in some form or fashion. But I feel like we're really at the point where producers are starting to get more credit. You know what I mean? Like, like the song with DJ Mustard and Migos. It's I forget the name of it, but it's a big record, right? No masterpiece, 10 bad bitches in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, that song, like that's got Mustard's name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Migos on it, but like, that's Mustard's song. Like Metro Boomin, he collabed, does an album where it's his name, you know what I'm saying? Like, so producers are, the big ones, they're really starting to push through. So right now it's looking good for producers, but there's still always certain battles that producers have to go through, man. Like, for example, people stealing beats, you know what I'm saying?
It's always gonna be a thing. But I feel like this industry, what's unique about these creative industries is that you're your own boss, and the industry's open-ended. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
So however you can get your foot in the door and leverage what you know and use your connections, you know what I mean? Like now we got the age of the internet.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? Like,
there's really no excuse no more, bro. Yeah.
I was talking to my mans in England yesterday.
Okay.
You feel me? Through my phone.
Yeah.
So when you think things like that, it's like you can really do anything from your couch.
You really can, man. Like, you really can. Like, sky's the limit, you know what I mean?
So with this industry mixed with our resources, you know what I mean? It's what's hard about researching your ownership and then seeing what rights you have and then making your own profile to post the songs that you recorded, the songs that you produced for. Why are you gonna wait for another man to give you credit on something that you spent equal hours on? You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know. You gotta look at the industry a little different. You feel me? Like, you gotta do what you do.
Nah, man,
Like
I feel you on that, man. You just have to find a way about it. Like, I always tell people, like, if you really want more information on this stuff, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there. I can teach you how to market your music out there the right way. And so, I mean, I like, YouTube has taught me so much, bro. Like, YouTube taught me how to, go about, doing a podcast. Like, certain ways to, get your singing better, because I've been singing more on my records.
Cool,
you know what I mean? So, like, stuff like that. Like, people don't realize the power you can just do just looking stuff up on the internet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
spend 5 minutes on something that you're passionate about. And learn something new.
Exactly,
it's
bro.
So simple.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing with like making beats too. Like for me, like when I first started off making beats, like I had no idea about just like the detail that goes into mixing and mastering a beat.
Right.
Because like you'll make a beat and like I've had like stuff where it's there. It's like it sounds good, but things just aren't mixed right. And then like I used to just turn things up, turn things down. It's like, nah, you gotta do more than that. You gotta get the equalizer, the compression, the limiter. Like it's all this, it's all these things that you gotta focus on in order to make the beat sound full. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
and then again, you're only gonna realize that by exposing your music and meeting new people and going to someone else's house.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
exactly.
Little organic things. Like my friend again, Ed, he's an audio engineer, so he's
shout
always,
out, man.
Yeah, for real. Now he's always like teaching me new things when it comes to mixing and mastering, because I'll just spend like 5 minutes watching what he does to a song on Pro Tools. Like, he clicked that and clicked that. I wonder why. Yo, bro, why'd you do that? He said, well, because it sounds too, or it's too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
So just little things like that you can incorporate into what you do.
Yeah, man, it's very, very important, man. You can always learn from each other, and I feel like producers are more inclined to work with each other than like I'd say like artists are with other artists, especially with rappers, because I feel like in terms of hip hop, like rappers are very competitive, man. So like I think some rappers are really afraid to help out others, unless there's like a friendship that's already been established there. You know what I mean? So
it's a real like kind of cliquey in a sense.
Yeah, it can definitely be very cliquey in the rap game. You know what I mean? And I've mentioned it before on the podcast here, man. How artists, especially here in Boston, we need to work with each other more, man. Need to find ways to do our
my man's just like
don't go there, don't go. I've already gone there. Not on this episode, but in the past. I had a whole spiel about how Boston rappers need to work together more and like stop like fighting each other, man, because you look at Chicago, you look at Florida, man. All them rappers, they find a way to work with each other somehow, like, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
At the very least, co-sign someone.
Co-sign, yeah. At least it's a co-sign.
Stamp a little approval. Like, I don't. You feel me? I don't really work with him, but I see what he's doing. I
exactly.
gotta respect it. Shout out to that dude.
Shout out,
you know
yeah.
I mean? That goes a long way.
It does go a long way, man. It's a real big deal, you know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the things I've always been very, very passionate about, because as someone who's been making music since 15, I've seen how
15, damn.
Yeah, man, I'm 23 now, so.
You got 8 years deep in this.
Yeah, 8 years deep. Yeah, shit, yeah. I just turned 23 this Friday, so yeah. This past Friday, yeah. So yeah, I'm fresh.
Oh yeah, I seen that. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Freshly 23, man.
Okay.
So 8 years in the game, man. Sheesh, yeah. And I've just from there I've seen so many, just the personality of rappers. The rapper ego is.
You've seen a lot.
Woo, dude, the rapper ego is unbelievable, man. And I just recently learned how to not portray that type of image. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of rappers are very, very, very cocky. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm about to blow up. Oh, there ain't no better rapper than me. You know what I'm saying?
You need to work with me now.
Yeah.
Dude. Toss you some beats, bro. I'm gonna be on, No Jumper next week. I promise
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God. I could only imagine, man. Like,
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Do you ever feel rappers disrespect you as a producer sometimes? Like when they hit you up?
Only a little bit. I think really it's the approach. You know what I mean? And you have to have respect for other people's craft. So, I feel like sometimes I've definitely got messages like, yo, your beats are hot, conversation, yeah, just send me a pack. And at that point I might be more inclined to, because we talked, you know what I'm saying? There's a little chemistry. Like, I'm seeing what you got going on. It's like clearly we trying to build something.
For sure, yeah.
I've also gotten those sideways messages like, I mean, producers know what it is.
Yeah.
Yo, just send me a pack, bro. Send me this, send me that. It's like,
money.
I spent, you feel me?
Yeah.
And sometimes really it's not about the money, it's about the approach.
That's true too. Yeah.
A lot of us is like, everyone want to make it seem like they getting money for real, but not everybody making money for real. You know what I mean? So it's about the genuine connections with this shit. That's how people make it out.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's a lot of times like we look at it too much. Like I had a rapper producer on here, Andreas. Shout out to him. He made a great point on here one time. He was talking about how a lot of people out here are just trying to, it's all business. But and in reality, it's the friendships that really come together more. And from that, you can push it. You know what I'm saying?
There's only one first round pick.
Exactly.
There's only one lottery pick.
Exactly. So
everybody else gotta find a way to work together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You
gotta, you have to find a way to make the teamwork make the dream work, man.
We see examples of that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Meek Mill got on. He's still with O'Malley. You know what I mean? He's still with all his other people. He's still going back and.
Yeah, like Meek Mill's got that going with his crew, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a bunch of artists signed to him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And for instance, you see what's going on with Dreamville right now.
Beautiful example.
Yeah, beautiful example of just everyone coming.
J. Cole got here. Yo, JID, what's up?
Yeah, yo, Boz.
Yo, Cause, what's up?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For real, yo. Yeah. Ari Lennox, you know what I mean? They got, obviously, they're a talented group of artists, so they're gonna, prevail on top of that. But there's a lot of talented artists here who could work together, and we just don't. I don't know what it is, man. It's just some people just don't want some people don't want other people getting the shine over them, even if it's by a little bit. You know what I mean? For instance, say, we're both producers, and we work together OD, and, you get just a little bit more, shine than I do. And now I'm pissed off because, I took you in, I hit you up to work with me, and now you're, more popping than me. And now I'm mad. I shouldn't be mad about that. We were working together,
that's
you know what I mean?
Shit,
just play your part, goddammit. You know what I mean?
It's not my responsibility to feed someone, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not. I don't have to put you on, but you my mans, and we really doing this together. So why not, bro? It should be second nature. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I totally agree.
Saying again, bro. It's not always about the money, because but at a certain point, when you want to talk that talk, when you want to move like that, bro. So you want 5 beats? Give me 250. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me 150. Let's talk.
Yeah.
So we can work something out. You know what I'm saying? We businessmen, right?
Exactly.
But people don't have that approach and that respect for the game. So a lot of shit that could be isn't. And I don't care. For me, I'm gonna do my thing regardless.
Yeah.
You know
I feel you, man.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, man. I feel like I feel like a lot of artists out here too as well are very, at least when you're up and coming, they're afraid to spend money on promoting themselves or just, getting the beat they want.
Right.
Like, they're afraid to spend that money, man. And it's like, these record labels spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on their artists, and you don't spend any on you.
Is their investment.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like you gotta invest. You have to invest in this, bro. Like, you will not be able to, get to that next level if you're not willing to throw some money in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just started recently with my last song. I just, finally started putting in the money I needed to on this song. I got the video for it, promoted well on Spotify, got it on playlist, DJ spinning it, and now I got good amount of streams on Spotify.
Whoa. You talk about it like it's easy, though.
It's not easy. It ain't
these
easy.
DJs, bro, you gotta respect the DJs.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them, though.
They got the clubs on lock. They have the parties on lock. You gotta pay the DJ to pull up to your party, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And most likely, like, if he liked the song, he gonna put it on there regardless. But if you gonna ask him to put on the song,
yeah. You might have to, yeah.
Exactly. There are hacks to getting on Spotify, stuff like that. But you can't drop game like that, right? Obviously. So I'm gonna say it costs
some money to get on them.
So you really gotta invest to get where you want, next level, like you're saying, bro.
Yeah, man. Some people are afraid to spend that money on it, bro. It's like, and it comes to the question I gotta ask is, how serious are you about this shit?
Bro, too damn serious, my nigga. Yo, I got a bank account for my music.
Hey,
you feel me? Like,
now that's serious. That's serious.
And it's only after learning the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Because I got other things too. I got a little brand or whatever. But when you passionate about some things, you're gonna do stuff. And if you care enough to notice how you've been fucking up, then only will you get better. So it's like I got personal stuff like groceries or Uber money or candy, or I like to smoke or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, well, I need LED lights. You know what I mean? I need a new mouse. I need a new hard drive. Stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like,
yeah.
Are you gonna combine them in one, and then you're broke and you can't figure it out, or are you gonna take the time to think about it and what's the solution to go next level? That's it.
That's simple, bro. Yeah,
it takes time, but if you care.
Yeah,
answer your question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm serious.
Yeah, man, you gotta be dead serious about it. And that was just a question just in general to anyone listening. Like, how serious do you take this music shit? Because they are look, the rap game is so oversaturated. Music is oversaturated because it's become so easy to do now. It's become so accessible. Not easy, accessible.
Right, okay.
Not easy, because it's not easy.
That's a good...
Because people are like, oh, it's so easy to make music now. Oh, like, anyone can just use auto-tune. Like,
all right, fine. But it's not easy to make good music.
Yeah.
Something that people want to listen to besides yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, right? Yeah, like, only you want to listen to that song, man.
Right.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you on that, man. That's just all facts right there. I want to ask you about two terms that I feel like a lot of people don't have a good understanding about, and I want to ask you, since you're both. You are a producer.
Yes, sir.
But you're also a beat maker.
Yes, sir.
What would you say is the difference between the two? Because I don't think a lot of people have the understanding of what both is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think as a beat maker, you know what I mean? Like, you make the beats.
Yeah, straight up.
And they sit on your computer and you go about your life. But I think a producer, you're really hands-on in the production of the music, of the sound.
Yeah, like what's getting put where by the artist and how things are structured.
Now, granted, like, when I go to the studio, I don't have that much pull because I don't care too much about the recording process.
Yeah.
I'm more like, yo, you got the beat. I made sure the artist I gave the beat to was nice.
Yeah.
And whoever at the studio, however that's set up, I already know it's gonna be nice. So at that point, I'm already chilling. But for those like couple factors, it's important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because I feel like just a lot of people don't understand the difference between the two. But I think like it's only in hip hop where like I feel like we don't truly understand like the difference between those two. Because there is a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times like the engineer is a producer.
Hell yeah.
Like my engineer, like he definitely produces, helps me produce my stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these engineers started off as producers, so they already know what the
True.
game is
Yeah.
like. You know what I mean? They already they have the sound libraries on their computer. They're just like, all right, well, I'm
only getting it. I'm only doing so much for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, engineering is its own things.
Yeah.
But they know what's going on with it. So like you said, the engineer could also be the producer.
Yeah, man. Like a lot of people don't even like realize that, like, cause they're making sure how they know how the song is structured. They're making sure like, oh, actually, you know what, like do that ad lib a little bit differently.
They're gonna tell you that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
They're gonna tell the artist. It's sometimes like they'll even come back to the producer like, all right, well, if the artist wants to do this on this little section, could you change that or remove that sound right there? Or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a real hands-on thing, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, you gotta be really in tune if you're a producer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really know your music very well to put that together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's not obviously like being a beat maker, being a producer. Those are two things that really carry a lot of weight to it. You know what I mean? So one's not more superior than the other. Definitely don't want to put that out there. But
they entail different things at different times.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they definitely do, man. Because I would definitely say I'm more of a beat maker than a producer. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I've definitely can make the beat well, I can produce, if I have to, but it's not something I've done a lot in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that because obviously I'm more of a writer. I focus more on my lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So I'm more so focused on that part, you know what I'm saying? Like how the song's structured in that manner. So yeah,
but that's still a big chunk of the song getting made in the first part.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So regardless, you hands on. That's cool. That's cool.
Still hands on with it, man. Still trying to find a way with it. So that's just me. But yeah, man. I want to ask you about something that I was mentioning to you earlier. So where do you have your beats available for people to get to? What platforms do you use?
All right. So my website's almost done.
Okay.
So with that being said, everything me is gonna be on my platform.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I believe like, cut out the middleman. You really want to be the plug. You want to be this boss. You know what I mean? Do everything yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
But that's not to say like platforms like BeatStars and TrackChain aren't cool, because I started on BeatStars.
Yeah.
I still like on my Twitter bio, my TrackChain account's still there.
Okay. Yeah.
So for right now, it's on there. You can find a couple on SoundCloud to listen to. But once my website drops, it's gonna be exclusively on my website. I have a YouTube page. I'll think of a plan for that.
Yeah, because YouTube is, I found a good amount of beats on YouTube when I was like searching for beats. So yeah, so that's definitely like a good route to take as well, man. Because you could have because all them type beats on there, man, like people
get lost in the wave, and it just like the pictures will look the same, but it will be like a different person's YouTube page. So
yeah.
It's hard. But yeah. So my beats are on every platform right now, but it's gonna get real exclusive pretty soon.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's a good idea. Like, cut out the middleman. You don't need that. You want
to drive traffic to your original source of whatever, right? So
yeah, no, definitely.
If I say the only place you can get 009 beats is my website, I have direct control over what beats are on there and who's gonna. Actually, less of who's gonna get it, but like the price range of who. So if someone's real serious, they gonna pay 50 instead of 20 or something like that.
Yeah. Or if they want like certain rights to the beat, like full ownership, like.
Right, you're gonna want to contact the source of that content, right?
Oh yeah.
And then apart from that, what if I have other things going on my website that I want people to see? You know what I mean? You're not gonna put 50 links on 4 different social medias, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, you don't have a consistent source for your content.
Just one link. Yeah, just go to that. Yeah.
That's what I'm on.
Nah, man, that's dope. Have you ever had any whack rappers on your beats? Do you allow that? Do you let it happen? You don't gotta name who these guys are. We don't have to. We don't have to name these people. I'm just asking.
Yo,
don't call them out.
Yo, my man Ed, I've been to the studio plenty of times, and there's been times, yo, bro, that beat's hot. Alright, you got the red eye. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A little come up, but yeah, there's been times like, you feel me, someone with less of the caliber that you would like is on there.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but through that, it's like, all right, well, I want to be more exclusive with my music.
Okay,
Instead of having 50 beats on YouTube that say free, so anyone can download them. But yeah, a couple. I had a couple people that I heard it,
like, yo, this shit,
not impressed. Like, you serious? It took me a couple days to make this beat. You know what I mean? Because I go back and might finish something and add some little special shit to it. And
for sure, yeah.
It should take time.
Yeah, man,
for you to just pull up half drunk slurring your words.
Mm-hmm. And there's no
talking about whatever.
Yeah, like there's no bars in it. You're just rapping about something. Yeah.
Nah. So I had to cut that off.
Yeah.
Yo, they be drooling, bro.
Yeah.
These rappers be drooling, bro. Come on, man.
Oh my God. Yo, that's the thing too. Like, people, you're gonna have them buy your beats, man. Like, your shit's online. Like, they want to buy it. It's hard to say no. So sometimes you're gonna get some artists on there who just they're not sounding as good. You know what I'm saying?
But they like what you're doing. They willing to pay. So
exactly, and they're gonna,
it's the type of game you got to know what you in it for. You know
exactly.
I know for me, myself, like people that know me in person and my brand 009Mcfly, like I only want my shit attached to valid shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people might sell out for money or quick endorsements or whatever, and I don't really care about that because I know I'm gonna get it anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
So I only want valid shit around me. Mm-hmm. But you got to get in the game a little bit too. No one starts off lit by not fucking with nobody.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You gotta network out here, bro. You have to network.
Can you think of an artist or producer that's blown up by being solo with no, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like the only person that I can really feel like it seemed like he was on his own doing it at first,
and was lit. It was lit too.
And was lit
by himself.
Yeah.
Who?
I feel like The Weeknd is the only person. Like, I remember when he was first coming out, until he got the Drake co-sign, but I can't think of
He was lit before Drake.
Yeah, but
high school, all the shorties was bumping The Weeknd.
Yeah.
So shout out to that man.
Yeah,
if anything.
Yeah, no, for real.
Party Next Door.
Yeah, he's another one. Yeah. Yeah, there's not so many artists out here like who could just, come up on their own like that. Like, you gotta have a team behind you. You have to have a team, and you got more so than.
If not a team, then you need your own loyal fan base. That's gonna be with you from day one.
And that's what I was gonna say
but it's
too.
not gonna happen by doing nothing.
Yeah,
so
right.
So again, like you.
You gotta have consistent work. Your work has to be, on point.
Hell yeah.
And one more time, you gotta be consistent out
for
here.
Real,
like, if you go a month without putting a new beat out, man, like, what do you think that would do to your brand? Like, do you think that would make people go, what's going on? Or do you think
for me per se, not really, because I'm involved in a lot of ventures. So my Instagram page won't have content regardless.
Okay, got you.
Thing.
Okay.
But other than that, nah, you need to be consistent.
Yeah, man.
'Cause people gonna forget about you.
Yeah, people are real quick to,
You're not that important as you think you are, bro. Once you go in the real world, bro. Like,
yeah, and that's the other thing too, and that's why you gotta make people take you seriously, and that comes with being consistent and constantly putting out work. Oh, almost got spilled somewhere it shouldn't. All right, we good though. We'll clean it up after. But yeah, like, I feel like a lot of times, like, people don't realize, like, people want to take you seriously, so you gotta push that, man.
For real.
You gotta make people realize, you ain't playing around. So
yes, sir.
And eventually people will figure that out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it's just part of the game.
I want to emphasize, like you said, you won't make it alone. That's not to say you won't reach your own level of personal success with life and your goals and stuff, but especially with this type of industry that we're talking about.
Yeah, man, you can
have 4 people that are in your crew that like you and are productive to your image
what you're doing
some way.
Yeah.
Rather than just one person thinking the whole world fuck with them already. You know what I mean? 'Cause if you got 4 people vouching for you and one of them takes pictures, the other one makes videos, the other one got the V.
Yeah.
and the other one is like the friend that has the money and invests in you so much. You feel me? Like, he not gonna be part of your team.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's just an example, because people help out in a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? Everything means something.
Nah, you're right, man. And I feel like for me, like for the artists out there, I feel like to anyone listening to this, man, the number one way to support an artist is to go to their show. That's it. That's all you really gotta do. I mean, like, share the song and all that. Show that you're checking what's going on.
But the internet is not the world.
Yeah, but the internet. Exactly. The internet is not the world. You gotta go out there and really show the support physically, like going to a show.
Post a sticker down.
Yeah.
Buy a T-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Throw some money out there. God damn it. Yeah. Like we all working out here. Like we ain't we ain't 16, 17 no more. We older now. We making money out here now.
Well, I have a shitty job that I'm trying to quit. But when my man's tell me, yo, shout out my homegirl Kia,
shout out, man,
cause she had a show, and she told me, and I pulled up after work, and I owed it to her because the past 2 shows, like the one time I was tired and the other time like I forgot. But you feel me? But that's my homegirl. And I want to see her well. So the 3rd time she asked me, like, nah, I gotta do right by her. You feel me? I'm gonna spend this. You know what I mean? Like, it's simple. And even me, I don't be outside a lot. You know what I mean? I just stick to what I do or whatever. I don't really.
Yeah, you don't need to be going out like that, man.
If I know my man has a show, if I can't make it, at the very least, I'm promoting the fuck out of that show.
Yeah, do something for it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh,
yeah. So I agree with you on that one, man. Like, and I feel like it's funny because a lot of times with these rap shows, man, like. There'll be people who show up for the one rapper there, and they'll all just leave. And I've seen some catastrophic moments where this has happened, where like the headliner, didn't bring as many people as like the second open act of like 4.
Yeah.
So that second opening act, brings most people, and they all leave with him. Oh,
that's rough.
Yeah, it's brutal seeing that, yo.
How does second opener better than the headliner? How?
He just brought more people to him. I don't know how that happens though. Like, how you gonna have a headliner and not like have enough like?
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like if I was in that situation,
nigga, that's my show.
Yeah, right. For real, yo. Like,
ask me, boy. Like,
yeah, like if that was me, like the second like head opener, like, and I brought more people, I would tell my people, like, yo, as many people, like, yo, stay for the whole thing, please, guys. Because like I understand as an artist, like, you want as many people there as possible. So I'm considerate to that situation, but I mean, people out here, like, they just literally do not give a shit about any other rapper but the one they came for. Like, they don't care at all. Like,
maybe that speaks to how good he built his fan base.
Yeah, that too, man. Yeah, so.
But nah, that is kind of that's harsh.
Yeah,
headlining and there's less people. I feel some type of way.
Yeah. Oh, they were pissed. The headliners like, where you going?
It'd be like, yo, you know what they do in those situations? Yo, everybody come to the front. Everybody, what they'll do, they'll play a popular Drake song, so everybody's distracted for 2 minutes, and he's trying to figure out, like, all right, where the fuck did these people go? Like,
yeah, right? Yeah, they'll do whatever they can, man. Play that.
I need your hands up.
Yeah.
Hands up. You know what I'm saying? Try to get people to forget that half the audience left.
I know, man. Yeah, that shit's brutal, dog. But yeah, have you ever thought about rapping? You ever thought about, like, spitting?
Time to time.
Yeah.
I mean, I got bars. I could bust a little freestyle.
I feel like you could definitely be able to spit, man. You're a producer, so like I feel like that rapping gene is in there somewhere. You know what I mean?
The flows, man. It's only natural you pick it up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, my friends have definitely suggested that, but
that's not the lane you're trying to get in. Like, it's
not
like,
even that. I might drop a single.
Just something.
You know what I mean?
See how it goes. Yeah.
But that's his own thing. You feel me? And that's not what I'm on right now. I wanna finish the current endeavor I got, current project, and then when you got your main, like, when you got your main hustle, then you could do some other shit. You got your main thing that's really keeping you going day and night. You gotta finish that before doing little whatevers.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Because the little whatevers is not really what you in it for, so you don't even know. You know what I mean?
No, I totally got you, man.
You gotta handle your business.
Yeah, dude. Like, I got this podcast and I make music as well. But when I first started this podcast, I took like 3 months off of any music thing related. No, nothing. I didn't create music, didn't make any beats, nothing. Just focus on this podcast just to make sure I can figure this out. And then I came back on it. You know what I'm saying?
You could be a little comfortable. I mean, look
exactly,
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Soundproof room, cameras, mics. The whole building is lit. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, man.
It could tell, like, when I pull it up, like, my man take his podcast serious.
Oh, I take this shit very seriously. Yeah, I definitely take it seriously, man. And trust me, editing a podcast takes a while, especially when you got the camera on.
You gotta be on that mind state, and plus you probably got a regular job, right? So
you
can't have all day to just
no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm constantly just doing other stuff, man. So
it's like that.
Trying to stay active out here, man. It's very, very, very important.
I mean, I'm working on my website right now. That's probably like 75% done, but in that time I haven't been making any beats. I've been, I'm still communicating with some of my close producers and stuff like that, but
yeah, no, I feel you, man.
You gotta be in a real mind state, mindset
to pull that off, man. No, I feel you. Yo,
so to do that and make it a website, that's a whole nother. And I do it on myself, so I can't make a beat for 15 minutes and then bounce off to a website and then go watch a movie and
Nah,
come
nah,
back
yeah.
make a beat. Like, nah, bro, this shit don't. It don't.
That don't work like
Yeah,
that, man.
You only gonna get burnt out that way.
Mm-hmm. All right. I gotta ask you one more question before we get out of here, man, because we're running low on time. What is next for 009Mcfly, man? What you got in store for the future?
McFly shit.
Ooh, okay.
That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's putting that dope content out there. Yeah.
Gonna have some gear. You know what I'm saying? My website, motion pictures, more collabs, more traveling, more music, more life, more everything.
Yeah, more life, more everything. Hell yeah, man. Nah, that's dope to hear, man. I feel like with everything you're doing, man, the brand you got, I really feel like you got a lot of potential for you, man.
Well,
I'm
I
dead ass
appreciate
with
that,
you.
bro.
Yeah, because, like, you know, I'm at the point now with this podcast where I only let people on where I really like what they're doing.
Word.
I don't just have anyone on anymore.
Hell yeah.
I'm being real with you. So, like, I really respect what you're doing. I see the lane that you're going in, man. And as a producer, like, I got all the respect for the producers out here. So,
I appreciate that.
keep doing your thing, man. Like, for real, like. Really appreciate it. And thank you for being on the podcast, man.
You know that.
For real, man.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, man.
You got some fly shit going on.
I'm trying,
you know
man.
You need to extort this to the most. Photo shoots.
Yeah.
Have some models in here, man.
Anything, all that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, all that.
Nah, I feel you, dog. For sure, man. Thanks for being on, though.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Episode 32 of the TempahZone podcast. You know, it's officially a wrap. Shout out to PRX Podcast Garage for hooking it up for the high quality sounds, man.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week for y'all, all right?
009 out.
Peace.